There are 10 SMGs in Warzone 2. Everyone keeps using the same ones every season. What if I told you that there were multiple SMGs that were adjusted in the most recent update, making them contend with these meta SMGs? And they might even be better than the meta SMGs. So I'm gonna be giving you 3 gameplays using 3 secret SMGs that hardly anyone is using right now. But first, we have to talk about what makes an SMG really good, or meta. And the first thing is it has to have really good TTK, or at least be competitive with the meta SMGs. If you got an SMG that doesn't have a competitive TTK, it's just GG's. There's nothing else around that. If it's not gonna be able to compete up close with the other SMGs, you're just gonna lose your gunfights. Below me. Oh, we're moving. Now, the second thing that's really important is it has to have good movement. If you have an SMG that moves like an LMG, you could foresee how that could be a bad scenario. Ooh, I'll take that. Oh. That was a little sneak preview on our first gun that we're testing out. Oh my gosh. Last but not least, it's gotta have decent recoil control. If your gun's bouncing all over the place and you can't hit your shots because the visual recoil is just too crazy, once again, it's GG's. And here we have it. The FSS Hurricane, our first secret SMG that we're testing out. And you can already see that this thing's kind of crazy. And when I say secret SMG, it's not that the FSS Hurricane is so much of a secret, because a lot of people actually like to use it. And I was one of those, but I never really found a good build for it until I started using this one. Adios, baby. Now, what makes the FSS Hurricane actually isn't the TTK. Yes, it has a pretty darn good TTK, and it can compete with a lot of the meta SMGs that everyone else is using. But what makes it really good is actually its mobility. He's ghosted. I'm on UAV. Ooh, good. Good player. That is a good gamer right there, man. A lot of the attachments that we use pretty much help with the mobility, even though this thing is already really fast. The one attachment that's really gonna help us with our recoil is the lock shot muzzle. That's gonna help with both our vertical as well as our horizontal recoil control. Make this thing pretty much not move at all. I mean, look at this. We also use the FSS OV laser. That's going to help us with our sprint to fire ADS as well as our aiming stability. Okay. All right, yeah, for sure. My bad. Yep, my bad. Now, one of the most important attachments is the Demo Quicksilver stock. This is basically your whole movement stock. That's going to help with your movement speed, your ADS, your sprint to fire. I hate this. This is not great. Thanks for closing the gap, bro. Oh no, is this him? Oh my god, this lobby is so sweaty. Drop on this one. We'll be good, we'll be good, we'll be good. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I have zero clue what just happened right there. So I think the best thing that we can do is just move on. Next attachment that we use is the Phantom Rear Grip. This is another movement attachment that's gonna help us with our ADS as well as our sprint to fire speed. Woo, Barack got the gunny, okay. What are we doing here, brother? And our last attachment that we use, whenever I use an SMG and I don't put a sight on it, or I don't put a barrel on it, just whatever allows me to have another attachment open, I'll generally throw something ammo related with it. Now, frangible delays enemy healing, which means that when you crack a guy's shield and you hit him for white health, it's gonna take longer for them to regenerate that health versus not using frangible. Oh my god. Like I'm playing Apex. All right, we gotta win this game. We gotta win this game. Rotate really late here and play this angle here. Woo. Play right here.
Man.
Alright, there's two guys above. This guy just fell down. There's one more guy above, and then I think it's this guy that's down low that was in the water like a long time ago. There we go. Got a lot of spectators right now, guys. No pressure. Yeah, we was not expecting the reach out. I can promise you that. He was not expecting the reach out. I can promise you that. All right, so to build this thing, we're gonna start by using the lock shot muzzle. We use the FSS laser, the most important movement stock, the Demo Quicksilver stock. We use the Phantom rear grip. Then, as I said, I use frangible. Now to tune this thing, I tune the muzzle for recoil control as well as recoil stabilization. I tune the laser for aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed. Tune the rear grip for sprint to fire speed as well as recoil steadiness. And I tune the ammo for recoil steadiness as well as recoil smoothness. The second secret SMG that we're going to be trying out is very similar to the FSS Hurricane. It too has great mobility as well as a very big base mag. By that, I mean it can hold a lot of bullets, do a lot of shooting. Oh, this is ironic. Ooh, we got some sweaty gamers on the map. I like it. Actually terrified, but I'm just gonna act like I'm cool with it. You guys didn't know. There's this little spot right here. Generally adds a decent amount of cash and a kill streak too. Just a little tip, leave a like and a sub, you know, no big deal. For real though, if you haven't liked and subbed already, I mean. After what we just went through in that last gameplay, like I said, the irony, because the next gun that we're trying out is the PDSW, AKA the P90. You better blow it up, bro. You better blow it up, bro, because I'm coming now. I'm coming now! Dude, like, relax, my boy. What are we thinking? That's unfortunate timing for you. Small one. Hey, relatable, bro. We put the VLK laser on the P90, which is gonna help us with our ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, as well as our aiming stability. We also put on a movement stock, hollow extended, which is gonna help us with our sprint to fire as well as aim walking speed. Oh, camera, thank you, brother. Let me just take a rest right here for a second. Okay, the P90 iron sight, it kind of sucks. So we put the Cronin Mini Pro, which I think is the best red dot sight, blue dot sight. This is a really bad idea. Oh, not a bad idea at all. Make a weird play. I don't think that was that guy, though. Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's another one. There we go. Instead of running the rail that gives us the red dot sight, we put on the GR33 light rail. And that's just gonna help us with our movement speed. Make this thing fly around the map. Got you, baby. Camping? You just saw me move. Okay, I'm in, I think, here. Oh, I'm gonna have to move up a little bit. Oh. GG's, bro. Play out. I'm gonna play it in a weird spot here. This is not great. Do not take notes from me. Not look like what it is. This is just called tactical gameplay. You guys left? The spot here. Okay, I know one guy's in the house. This other guy's gonna be right across from me. Sucks that hit me. Wait for the third party. Where's he at? Oh, come here, baby. Bring me them cheeks, baby! hate that he made me come down here. GG's! So to build this thing, we start with the F-Tech series barrel. Then we add the VLK laser and the Cronin Mini Pro, the hollow extended stock, and then the GR33 light rail. Now to tune this thing, we tune the barrel for aim down sight speed and aim walking speed. I tune the laser for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. I tune the optic for far, but this is always kind of just personal preference. Further is gonna have a little less visual recoil. Closer, you're obviously just gonna be able to see closer, but it's a little more bouncy. And then I also tune it for aim down sight speed. Tune the stock for aim walking speed as well as ADS. And then I tune the light rail for sprint to fire and sprint speed. Our third and last secret SMG that we're gonna be trying out is actually one of my personal favorites. And this is actually a gun that upon Warzone's 2 release was literally garbage. And it's gotten buff after buff after buff after buff. And finally, in the most recent update, it's actually pretty darn good. And that's not because it's gotten buffed so many times, but it's because of the nerfs to the other SMGs. Trust me, what this thing makes up for and not having the best TTK, because no, it's not the fastest killing SMG on the map, but it is the fastest SMG literally on the map. Travis Scott, no big deal. And here we have it, the last and final secret SMG. Yes, the Boss P is the fastest SMG that you can use in Warzone right now. With this build specifically, I mean, it's crazy. You're gonna get from point A to point B pretty darn quick. Woo! Now there's 2 important attachments that really make the Boss P move as fast as it does. The first one is the barrel. We use the 4-inch Thunderfire barrel. There's 2 barrels that you can choose from. One of them's a little bit bigger, one of them's a little bit smaller. Oh God. We're good, we're good. See ya, see ya. Yes, in this scenario, size does matter. So the bigger barrel is gonna be a little bit slower, but it's still very fast. And the smaller barrel is gonna be a little bit quicker. Now, unfortunately, when I use the smaller barrel, it does kind of mess with the recoil just a little bit. And that makes sense. What I said earlier is true. If you have a little bit better mobility on a gun, the visual recoil or the recoil on it's gonna be a little bit worse. We just have to kind of counteract that with some of the other attachments that we use. But first, the next attachment that is really going to help with the mobility is the stock that we use. We use the Bruin Flash stock. That's going to help us with our ADS, aim walking speed, as well as our sprint to fire speed. Do you hear me? I'm going to say no. Dunked on, baby. Boss P doesn't have a 50-round mag baseline, so we do have to add the 50-round drum to it. I hate being up here. 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 Oof. God, everyone's so good in this lobby. Can confirm the Boss P does kill against sweaties. Now, the 2 attachments that do help us with our recoil a little bit. The first one's the most important. It's the Bruin Cubic Com. This is pretty much the best muzzle that you can use to help with recoil control. Getting run for me, Travis. And last but not least, the final attachment that we use is the VLK laser. Now, I know this does help with our sprint to fire as well as ADS, but I really like it because it helps with our aiming stability. But I've finished this game off now. Come on. What are you doing in there? Goodness sakes, man. I don't like that guy. Take that. You're gonna lose, you stupid. Oh my God. Wait, why do I feel like that guy just like casted a spell on me? 5 people left. Guy just casted a spell on me. I got viewers. This is it. Oh. You guys saw nothing. Nothing just happened. Okay. Just want to check and see my gas mask is working. I can confirm it does work.
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Okay, 1v1. This is gonna be so weird. It's gonna be one of those end games. I don't have self-revive, and I used a little bit of my gas mask. I feel like I want to drop. I'm gonna do it. He's got a bomb drone. Yeah, so he's underneath. Okay, hopefully he pushes now. I'm just gonna have to wait this out, man, and pray that I win this. Another one? He is chilling, bro. This is it right here. We're in the water. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Holy crap. All right, so to build this thing, as I said, you can use one of these two barrels. The Bruin Drake, as you can see, it has good mobility and handling. The Thunderfire is going to have a little bit better, but this does take away from your damage range, recoil control, all that stuff. But I like the Thunderfire barrel the best. We also put on the VLK laser. We use the Bruin Flash stock, 50-round drum, the Bruin Cubic Comp. But to tune this thing, we tune the muzzle for aiming idle stability as well as ADS speed. I tune the barrel for ADS as well as aim walking speed. I tune the laser for ADS and sprint to fire speed. And I tune the stock for aim walking speed as well as ADS. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, leave a like and a sub and let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll catch you guys in the next one.